Hello, welcome back to 10 minutes of astrology. My name is Shay, your favorite astrologer on the internet. Remember to check my housekeeping in the comments and please press every button. Now, in my last Mars video, I kind of crashed out a little because of the things that are coming up. And I would like to say that there are more positive things on the way, but I have a feeling that I am going to bring the same energy as the last video. So let's strap in and talk about Mars in Virgo in 2030. Now, if you didn't see the last video, I believe my prediction is that we are going to fall under a mass psychosis or some sort of, I'm not going to say mass hysteria. It seems more of like a mass hopelessness or some sort of mass mental health syndrome issue. Like we all lose our freaking rockers. And I want to emphasize that this, for a very long time, has been very air dominant. And air is like all over the place and windy. So windy and cold and unforgiving landscape that we're in, especially mentally. And we all lose our freaking minds. Well, Mars goes into Virgo approximately October 2030, and it eventually makes a yod between Aquarius, Pluto at Aquarius, and Neptune in Aries. Now, this Mars is in Virgo. Mars in Virgo is meticulous. It is detail oriented. It is perfection. It is ultimate perfection, active perfection. And if you aren't perfecting this and getting every single detail, you're a failure, because Virgo is either we do it right or we don't do nothing and we let a professional handle it. Now, actively being this detail oriented, while we have so many things in air, I don't know, and now this yod is coming at Virgos, especially, specifically, because Neptune in Aries in conjuncts Mars, Pluto in Aquarius in conjuncts Mars in Virgo, and this is going to be between 9 and 11 degrees. So if you have planets in Virgo between those degrees, between these times, you are going to feel this most heavily. Other stuff had nothing to do with Virgos. As a matter of fact, in one of the last videos, Pisces got pulled into some random drama that was unexpected. So we're coming back around to Virgos are getting called out by God and getting pinpointed and saying, no, all of this red tape detailed BS that you have to have, all of this extra is not necessary for the collective and for the higher greater good and da-da-da-da-da. And Virgos are losing their because all of their lives they've had to make every single detail perfect. And in this moment, it's coming at you and saying, how's that working for you? You feel good about that? You feel good about throwing elderly people on the street because they didn't file something correctly? You feel good about people getting put out of their homes because they didn't jump through all the hoops that you told them to jump? Okay, how you feel about that? You feeling good? You feeling godly? You feeling moral? You feeling like this is the social change that you've been looking for? You are part of the problem. So that God's finger is being pointed on you, and the amount of guilt and shame, etc., that our whole society is gonna start feeling because of all of the things that we've been putting other people, da-da-da-da. The fact that we haven't had a mental breakdown sooner as a collective surprises me. So glad I'm seeing it come. Then Jupiter goes into Sagittarius. I would say thank God for some normalcy, but this is going to be just comfortable in spouting off the truth. Don't care about your feelings. It is what it is. I relate because I have a North Node in Sagittarius. So the way that you can just tell the truth and be honest and throw it out there and don't care anymore, and we're just gonna party as the world burns. I relate. This seems like it would be common sense normalcy. And with all the craziness that's been happening, sure, why not? Why not consider this normal? We have Mars in Virgo, then trines Chiron in Taurus. So somehow this being really detailed in your home and healing your home and stuff is like a welcome distraction and a welcome positive of like, we may not be able to control the things outside. We may not even really be able to control ourselves, but by golly, our home life, we're gonna have set our little square boxes that we have, as I mentioned in another video. I really hope that we all don't just go to prison as a collective and now we're losing our minds inside of this this prison cell that we find ourselves in. I hope it's not that. I hope that we're not just like stacking all of the sticks in a row perfectly for our little mouse friend that I love this. It's great. Square then to Uranus in Gemini. We were actively being really detail oriented. Square the random crazy chaos that we've been dealing. Do you not see this coming? Do you not see all of the craziness getting in the way of your attempt at this perfection? And that the perfection is not going to jive with all of the random crazy chaos. Like, hello, where have you been? Did you not see that coming? Did you not see the fact that being that detail-oriented and having that many hoops to jump through wouldn't somehow backfire on you at this point? At this point, letting it all burn and go to shit is the answer. Because quite frankly, if you try to put it back together, there are gonna be, this is like the Huns vibes, right? Like, people can be in their villages and doing just fine, and then they just rape and pillage and come through and then leave. And then, like, you try to rebuild. Nope, they're coming right back through. What did you expect? Then Mars goes into Libra. And more legal, more paperwork, more justice and justice system, active police presence that are... Which side of history are you really trying to be on? Are you really trying to be on the side of history that's crazy chaos? Are you going to be on the side of history that makes the crazy chaos more crazy chaos in order to not be crazy chaos, or are we just doing chaos to chaos? What is happening? Why? I don't want to deal with it. Remember, I do free readings, and I do palmistry, psychomancy, which is I can pick up any book and read it and explain how that's close to you in your life. Graphology, where I read your handwriting and explain what's happening with you and how to change your handwriting in order to change who you are to better yourself. I do plenty of other things as well. You should definitely reach out. If anything, just tell me it'll all be okay in the comments. Peace out, fam. Much love. Good luck.